So yeah, I'll pull back on my theming here today. If you try, you can accomplish anything. You can refine the iron pot that you start in into gold. You can do alchemy. Just simply follow the alchemic principles. You too can turn lead to gold with this one simple trick. Alchemy. Turns out it's just chemistry. And it's chemistry that's a lot harder than a lot of people would think. Midas got nothing on me. So true. It's actually kind of a raw line. Midas got nothing on me. I'm down the mountain again. So chemistry, huh? Weird stuff, that one. Thinking on alchemy, chemistry is a strange subject. Learning to be able to convert anything into anything else with the proper process. I feel like that's another mastery that humans have developed. Just like, oh yeah, we have observed the universe to such an extent that we understand a sizable amount of it. We still certainly don't know a lot. Come on, swing me back up. Okay. But yeah, chemistry, like, being able to turn one object into another. Have you guys seen those videos of that dude turning, like, a glove into grape soda? That's the stuff that I think of that I'm like, wow, chemistry really is fascinating. And that's like cheap home project stuff now. Well, maybe not cheap home project stuff. Like stuff that doesn't cost an insane amount of money to be able to be like, yeah, I've managed to figure out what the formula for this is, so let's turn this polyurethane glove into a grape soda. Haven't seen it, but it's crazy. Yeah, like chemistry. Chemistry. The hard sciences.
Oh no.
Also, electricity. That shit's crazy. I don't even know how. I was gonna try and give like a crash course idea of how electricity works, and the only thing that I can think of is it's like, yeah, certain. The only one I can think of is the neurochemistry aspect, where it's like, oh yeah, your electrical impulses in your brain are caused by I believe sodium and potassium, like going into and out of specific ports in your brain at specific times, so it allows an electrical signal. That's that's such crazy stuff. think electricity and Wi-Fi are just magic. They are modern day magic. You go back in the 15th century, motherfucker. You go back to the 15th century and show somebody a smartphone, they're gonna call you a witch. You try to explain to them anything that goes on like a tablet, just like, oh yeah, in order to Google something, let me connect to the Wi-Fi. The wireless fiber optics. The fuck do you mean Wi-Fi, says the Quaker. Heartily, me fellows. Me fellows, that's a bad one. Hark, me fellows. This individual seems to be practicing witchcraft. Speaking in strange words. They keep referring to Rosalina as the Gyat. Okay. No, I'm just saying nonsense at this point. My dearest Rosalind. Doth thou have the Gyat? Dost thou have the cushion for the pushin'? Brain rot time travel. God, imagine what kind of slang we would be on if we had advanced through like 300 years of language acquisition 300 years ago. What would language be like at that point? Because that's kind of what the internet is. It's like turbo accelerating our capabilities for communication. And that's both a good and bad thing. It certainly means that people that spend all their time on the internet know all sorts of I'll just say AAVE that gets co-opted. Usually by like 12-year-olds, I guess. Is that the thing? Are 12-year-olds the one? No, I don't believe that. Maybe 6-year-old. Okay, maybe I don't believe that one either. God damn it. These damn boxes. One moment. Okay, yes. How much brain rot does one need to experience in a lifetime before they say, actually, I'm good. I don't think I need any more of this. I think I'll return to nature. You can bury me in the soil. Return me to my roots, where I can touch grass. Perhaps enjoy a breeze outside. A nice summer's day. Subscribed with Prime. Thanks for the Prime, One Haven. Much appreciated, man. I appreciate you stopping by. The sub is always optional, so thanks again. What was I saying? Brain rot. How much brain rot does one need before you say, actually, I'm good. I'm good on the slop. Then again, that's kind of the content that I'm producing, huh? It's slop in its own way. I don't know what my obsession with calling content slop is. There's something so enticing about... Oh no, come on. I'm losing it. I've completely lost my capability to even ascend the basic orange edge. That's okay, we keep sending it anyways. But yeah, calling everything slop. You release a video, can say new slop dropped. New slop just... Honey! Wake up! New slop just dropped. Honey, come get your gruel. Come get your content gruel. Your entertainment slop. Then again, I'm somebody that sits here all day, every day. That's not true. I don't spend all day, every day here. I spend about 4 hours every stream just creating a dialogue of sorts, or at least trying to. That's the goal. I aim to please. And that's probably a certain downfall point of mine. I'm so interested in entertaining and pleasing others that I tend to put that before my needs. Come on. Come on. Don't just drop the ball again. Don't drop the pot. You can tell I'm at my limit because I'm starting to make the silliest little tricky plays. I'm starting to get the hang of it more and more. The more that I play this game, the more things stay the same. Do our little pot jumps. Sorry, something's in my eye now. Okay, cider break. 1 second. Delicious. Good stuff. Love to have a little bit of sugar. Come on. Come on. We're ascending the stairs ever so slightly. There we go. Okay. New slop.
Oh.
Anyways, what is art? At what point do we call a photo a photo? I guess it's intention. If somebody slaps together a couple of ones and zeros and says, "Yeah, I just made this little project," make some digital design. That stuff is interesting. I would classify that as potential art. And then again, art is an individual's sort of expression, a view into what people put their priorities onto. What defines art for you may not define art for somebody else. God damn it. Oh, back down the slide. Hang on, I have a sledgehammer. Let me bang it around for half a second. Okay, we're good. Get that rage out. What makes art art? What makes art art for you? Because I think art for me is just intent. Are you putting something together that can be called art? Are you creating something that is evoking an emotional reaction? Is anything that provokes an emotional reaction art? I think that's a good place to start. Is troll is troll bait art? I mean, in its own way, I would say. I don't think that like a Kubrick film and some person shitposting on the internet deserve the same sort of like classification, or at least like, let's be real, those two things very incomparable unless there's like craft put into the trolling. Artisanal trolling, handcrafted, batch selected. When you when you're trolling the internet, are you appreciating the work of a true auteur? When you see somebody obviously baiting for attention, are you just gonna pass by? Or are you gonna give that artist the appreciation that they deserve by saying nice bait? Are you gonna post the fishing emoji in response to that? I mean, I certainly am not. But that's because I don't engage with. I try not to engage with that kind of thinking. Trying to provoke. Trying to provoke people into being angry online. Everybody has an excuse to get angry. we all have pretty wild lives, all in all. Imagine explaining to your ancestors 300 years ago what you do on a daily basis. Imagine explaining that to like a starving great great aunt. Just like, oh yeah, I'm a. Hang on, what's the worst possible job title that I could make? Yeah, I'm an influencer. I take videos of myself all day. And edit them down so that a brand can use me as a front to create a personable aura. I my entire being is predicated on me being generally likable. So what kind of skills do you have? Do you know how to garden? Wait, what do you mean you don't? You don't know how to garden? Imagine saying that to somebody like 40 years ago. Oh yeah, we've never had to garden. They'd be like, what are you, rich? Wait, 40? The 80s? Were people like... I feel like gardening kind of fell out of fashion. Unfortunately. I know that my late grandfather was a bit of a gardener, but he was a florist more than like a veggie gardener. At least that I'm aware of. But yeah, imagine explaining to somebody 300 years ago, like, content creation. Yeah, video media is so prevalent now that everybody has it and anybody can do it. Also, our capabilities of transmitting this data are so widespread that like you can talk to somebody from the UK within 5 seconds. Explaining nationalism, explaining this the still there sense of nationalism, even though we're all just people on this big blue marble. Okay, let's try. There we go. We have made progress. We have made it atop the Panther. The thumbs up. We too can give a thumbs up. Hopefully.
Oh, no.
Okay, well,